Let's think about the equation z equals 0 in three-dimensional space. We are not given any restrictions on x or y, so all points x, y, z with a coordinate of 0 satisfy this equation. Therefore, the equation z equals 0 defines the xy plane. In a similar manner, the xz plane is described by all points having a y-coordinate of 0. Thus, the equation y equals 0 defines the xz plane. Likewise, the yz plane is described by all points having an x-coordinate of 0. Thus, the equation x equals 0 defines the yz plane. Now, suppose we want to describe a plane that is parallel to the xz plane. Let's suppose this plane crosses the y-axis at a y-coordinate of b. How would we describe this plane? Well, its y-coordinate is always b, while its x and z coordinates can be any value. That is, any point x, b, z will be on the plane. So we can see that the equation y equals b will describe a plane parallel to the xz plane and having a y-coordinate of b. Similarly, a plane parallel to the xy plane crossing the z-axis at a value c will be defined by the equation z equals c. And a plane parallel to the yz plane crossing the x-axis at a value a will be defined by the equation x equals a. This problem asks us to write an equation for a plane that is parallel to the xy plane and that also passes through the point -3, 5, 2. We know that the xy plane is the plane where the x and y coordinates can be any real number, while the z coordinate is fixed at 0. Therefore, the plane we are looking for is a plane where the x and y coordinates can again be any real number, while the z coordinate is now fixed at 2. In other words, the plane consists of all points of the form x, y, 2. Therefore, this plane can be represented by the equation z equals 2. This question gives us 3 points and asks us to find an equation of the plane passing through them. Now, it might look a little daunting, but let's look closely at the points we have been given. Notice that each of the points has the same x-coordinate while the y and z coordinates vary. That is, all points on this plane will be of the form 4, y, z. We know that the yz plane is represented by the equation x equals 0. Our plane will be parallel to the yz plane with an x-coordinate of 4. Therefore, our plane can be represented by the equation x equals 4.